Back at the wedding, the whispers grow. An aunt leans into another guest. Who invited him? This isn't the place. The judgment hangs heavy, rooted in old prejudices that make your stomach turn. Jamal doesn't react with anger. Instead, his expression holds quiet sorrow, the kind built from years of being pushed to the edges of rooms, just like this one, that the ceremony begins beautifully. Vows are exchanged, rings slide on fingers, and applause erupts. Marcus kisses Elena tenderly, completely unaware of the storm inside her. As they turn to face the crowd, Elena's eyes find Jamal again in the back row, sitting alone. A single tear rolls down her cheek, quickly wiped away. At the reception, the divide sharpens. Tables burst with laughter and dancing, but Jamal's seat remains empty beside him. No one offers a toast in his direction. No one asks about his life. One relative even mutters about security, but Victoria shoots it down fast, her face pale. Elena watches from the head table, heart pounding. She remembers the day everything clicked, finding hidden letters in her mother's drawer years ago, passionate words from a man named Jamal, promising eternal love. Those letters revealed the truth. Victoria, trapped in a cold marriage, met Jamal at a jazz club one lonely night. He was a talented musician with a gentle soul who made her feel truly seen for the first time. Their connection ignited quickly, stolen moments, deep conversations, real passion. But when pregnancy came, fear won. Victoria chose security over love, staying with Richard, who agreed to raise the child as his own to avoid scandal. Jamal never fought publicly. Instead, he loved from a distance, sending anonymous birthday gifts, watching school plays from far away, his care silent but constant. Elena confirmed it last year with a secret DNA test. Jamal is her real father, the one whose blood runs through her veins, whose love never wavered even when rejected. Toasts begin. Richard stands, voice proud, calling Elena my daughter with practiced ease. Victoria grips her glass tightly, memories flooding back, choosing reputation over happiness, burying regret deep. Elena can't bear it anymore. The avoidance, the lies, the pain Jamal has endured alone. It's too much. Music swells and couples dance. Elena slips away from Marcus for a moment. She approaches Jamal quietly, guests watching from the corners of their eyes. "Thank you for being here," she whispers. His face lights up with pure, unspoken love. But the room still hums with discomfort, prejudice lingering like smoke. The night builds towards something inevitable. Elena knows she can't let this continue. One name, one truth could change it all, or destroy the fragile peace everyone clings to. The weight of hidden cheating, lost love, and quiet care presses down, ready to burst. The moment arrives during Elena's bride speech. She steps to the microphone, voice shaking but determined, scanning the silent room. "Before we continue celebrating, there's someone I need you all to meet properly." Eyes turn, confusion spreading. She looks straight at Jamal. "This man you've all been avoiding. This is Jamal, my biological father." The words drop like thunder. Gasps ripple through the crowd. Glasses freeze midair. Marcus's eyes widen in shock. Richard turns ashen. Victoria breaks into immediate tears, hands covering her face. Elena continues, steady now. "My mom had an affair 25 years ago because she was lonely in a marriage without love. Jamal gave her the warmth she needed, and from that came me. He's my real dad, and he spent my whole life loving me quietly from the shadows, never asking for anything." Silence hangs heavy, then murmurs erupt. The guests who shunned him now stare, faces flushed with realization. Jamal rises slowly, walking toward the stage as Elena extends her hand. He takes it, eyes shining with tears he's held back for decades. "I never wanted to cause pain," Jamal says softly, voice warm and steady. "I only came today because I couldn't miss seeing my daughter happy. I've loved her every single day, even if I couldn't be there openly." Marcus recovers first, standing to shake Jamal's hand firmly. "If you're important to Elena, you're family to me now. Welcome." The gesture breaks the ice. One by one, guests approach, some offering apologies, others curious questions. The wall of avoidance crumbles fast. Victoria stands next, tears streaming. "I made a terrible choice back then. I cheated because I felt invisible, but Jamal showed me real love. I'm sorry for everything." She turns to Richard. He nods slowly, voice low. I raised Elena the best I could. Blood isn't everything. Thank you, Jamal, for giving me that chance. The two men shake hands, a powerful, healing moment that brings fresh tears to many eyes. Elena embraces Jamal Tigli. I always felt you somehow, she whispers. Your care reached me even when I didn't know it was you. The mood shifts completely. Music starts again, louder and brighter. Jamal joins the dance floor for the father-daughter dance with Elena, their steps growing confident and joyful. Guests who whispered earlier now smile, some even asking Jamal about his music career. He's composed scores for major films, quietly successful all these years. Stories flow freely now. People learn how Jamal built a life of purpose, helping young artists in underserved communities. Racial lines blur as hearts open. An elderly uncle who avoided him earliest approaches last. I was wrong. Truly welcome here. Elena reflects quietly later, watching her two fathers talk civilly. She finally feels whole, embracing her full heritage with pride. Marcus supports her completely, already planning family dinners that include everyone as the night ends. Cake is cut with Jamal standing proudly beside the couple. Laughter rings genuine now, no more shadows. The wedding transforms from tension to true celebration. Proof that honesty, even about painful cheating, can lead to deeper love. Years later, family gatherings are warmer, richer. Jamal is there for holidays, graduations, every milestone, no longer distant. His quiet care from one becomes open love for all. The day that began with avoidance ends forever changed, showing that speaking a name with courage can heal generations. Love isn't always perfect or simple. Sometimes it's born from mistakes, grows in silence, and blooms brightest when truth finally sets it free. The moment arrives during Elena's bride speech. She grips the microphone tightly, her voice starting soft but growing stronger as she scans the hushed room filled with wide eyes and held breaths. There's something important I need to share before we go any further with this celebration, she says, pausing just long enough to build the tension. Then, looking directly at the man everyone has ignored all night, she declares clearly, "This is Jamal, my biological father." A collective gasp sweeps through the ballroom like a wave crashing hard. Glasses stop halfway to lips. Faces freeze in shock. Marcus stares at his new wife, mouth slightly open, trying to process. Richard goes completely pale, gripping the edge of the table. Victoria immediately breaks down, tears spilling freely as years of buried guilt flood out. Elena doesn't stop. She keeps going, her words steady and full of raw honesty. 25 years ago, my mother was trapped in a marriage that felt empty and cold. She met Jamal, and for the first time, someone made her feel truly loved and alive. They had a brief affair, and from that love, I was born. Jamal is my real father, the one whose blood I carry, the one who has watched over me my entire life without ever demanding recognition. The room remains dead silent at first, the weight of the revelation sinking in. Guests who spent the evening avoiding Jamal now look at him with new eyes, some ashamed, some curious, some moved. Jamal stands slowly, his tall frame moving with quiet grace as he walks toward the stage. Elena reaches out her hand, and he takes it firmly, stepping up beside her. His voice comes out warm, deep, and full of emotion he's held back for decades. I never came here to cause trouble or pain, he begins gently. I only wanted to see my daughter on her wedding day, to witness her happiness from close up just this once. I've loved Elena every single day of her life, even when I had to do it from a distance. Her joy has always been enough for me. Tears shine his eyes, but his smile is genuine and peaceful. Marcus is the first to move. He stands, walks over, and extends his hand without hesitation. Elena loves you, and that makes you family to me too, he says firmly. Welcome, truly. They shake hands solidly, and in that simple act, the atmosphere begins to shift point one by one. Guests start approaching. A cousin who whispered earlier now offers a quiet apology. An aunt asks Jamal about his life, genuinely interested. Soon, small groups form around him, listening as he shares that he's a successful composer, creating music for films many in the room have watched. They learn how he quietly supports young artists from tough backgrounds, giving back in ways no one knew. Victoria rises next, her elegant dress trembling with her sobs. She faces a crowd, then Jamal, then Richard. I cheated because I was desperate for real connection, she admits openly. Jamal gave me love when I had none, and Elena is the beautiful result. I'm so sorry for the lies, for the pain I caused everyone. She turns to Jamal. Thank you for never hating me, for letting me keep my world intact even when it cost you everything. Richard stands too, his usual stern face softened by humility. I raised Elena as my own, and I don't regret that privilege, he says, voice low but clear. But biology matters, and respect matters more. Jamal, you gave me the chance to be her dad on paper. Thank you. The two men, once divided by betrayal, shake hands firmly, a powerful image of forgiveness that brings fresh tears across the room. Elena pulls Jamal into a long, tight hug. I always felt something missing, she whispers loud enough for the mic to catch. Now I know it was you. Your care reached me even in the silence. Every anonymous gift, every distant watch over me. I love you, Dad. The music kicks back in, brighter and more upbeat than before. The dance floor fills quickly. Jamal and Elena share the father-daughter dance, starting tentative but soon moving with pure joy, laughter mixing with happy tears. Guests cheer them on, clapping in rhythm, the earlier coldness completely gone. Conversations flow freely now. People ask Jamal about his favorite compositions, his journeys, his life. Barriers fall away as they see the man, not the color or the outsider label. An older relative who avoided him most aggressively approaches last, extending both hands. I judged wrongly, he says sincerely. You're family now. No question. Later, as things quiet down a bit, Elena sits between her two fathers, Richard on one side, Jamal on the other, watching Marcus joke with friends. She finally feels complete, her identity whole, her heritage embraced without shame. Marcus catches her eye and winks, already planning bigger family gatherings that include everyone. The cake cutting becomes a new highlight. Jamal stands proudly right beside the newlyweds as they slice into the tears, flashes popping, cheers rising loud and genuine. What started as a night of division ends in unbreakable unity. Years flash forward in the closing moments. Holiday dinners are louder, warmer, filled with stories from all sides. Jamal attends every milestone, birthdays, anniversaries, the arrival of grandchildren. His quiet, distant care from long ago has transformed into open, daily love shared by all. The wedding day that began with painful avoidance became the start of something beautiful and real. One brave moment, one name spoken aloud, healed wounds, bridged divides, and proved that truth, even when born from mistake and cheating, can lead to the deepest kind of family love. Love isn't always clean or simple. Sometimes it grows in secret, survives rejection, and blooms strongest when finally brought into the light.